Welcome to The Explainer. So, today we've got a really fascinating story. It's all about how one person tackled a super complex server migration, not with a team of pricey experts, but with an AI as their guide. Okay, let's just jump right in with a question that honestly sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? Could you actually replace a $4,000 expert with a $20 AI? Is that even possible? Well, this isn't just some thought experiment. This is a true story. It's a real-world case study from a website owner named Kumar Garoff. He was staring down this massive server bill and just decided, you know what? I'm going to try something totally different. Now, like a lot of small business owners, his journey started with a really common problem. Costs just kept creeping up. He was hosting his websites and noticed his annual bill was getting, well, pretty steep. He was paying $1,744 a year. That was for his AWS server, plus a control panel license called Plesk, all to manage about 15 WordPress sites. I mean, that breaks down to almost $175 a month just to keep the lights on. He just had this gut feeling he was overpaying, and he was right. But here's the catch, right? He wasn't a server expert. He knew there had to be a better way, but he wasn't really sure how to find it. So instead of hiring an expensive consultant, he decided to consult an AI. So he turned to an AI named Claude, and he just laid it all out there. The server he was using, exactly how much he was paying, and what he wanted to achieve. Basically, a cheaper, more efficient setup. And the AI didn't just agree with him, it straight up confirmed his suspicion, and then, get this, it laid out 3 super clear, cost-saving alternatives. It broke down exactly how he could fix the whole problem. And this is what's so cool. The AI didn't just give him some vague, oh, you could try this kind of advice. No, it provided a concrete side-by-side comparison. Just look at these numbers. Option 2 was promising maximum savings of around $1,400 a year. I mean, that kind of clarity just makes a super complicated technical decision feel a whole lot simpler, doesn't it? So now, armed with this super detailed AI-generated plan, he was feeling pretty confident. But he's still not a server admin, right? So his first logical step was to go find some human AWS experts to help him actually do the work. He shared the AI's step-by-step guide with them. I mean, the whole plan was already made. He just needed someone with the technical chops to execute it, and he was hoping for a reasonable price. And their quote was over $4,000. Seriously. And not only that, they estimated it would take them 45 to 50 days to get it done. We're talking a huge cost and a huge time commitment. And this slide just illustrates the core conflict perfectly. His choice was pretty stark. Shell out $4,000 and wait nearly 2 months, or trust the AI that got him this far, pay its $20 monthly fee, and just do it himself. You can probably guess what he did. He decided to do it himself. So on a Saturday afternoon, he rolled up his sleeves and started the migration, with Claude basically acting as his personal server admin, walking him through every single step. So first things first, with the AI's help, he reevaluated his server. The AI actually recommended a different type of server that gave him double the CPUs and double the RAM for about the same price. I mean, that's a massive upgrade in performance and value right there. He also had the AI double-check the best operating system for the job. And while Ubuntu is fantastic for development, the AI recommended he stick with Alma Linux because of its rock-solid enterprise-grade stability. It was perfect for a set-it-and-forget-it kind of server. The AI laid out the entire game plan in 4 really clear phases. First, set up the new server with a free control panel. Second, do a test run by moving his own blog over. Third, move all the other sites. And fourth, the final debugging. He followed these steps one by one, but that last phase, well, that one held a pretty nasty surprise. Because even with the most perfect plan, migrations can hit a snag. After he'd moved all the websites, he ran into this final, really frustrating problem that he called the ghost in the machine. So a few of his sites were just acting weird. They'd load sometimes, but not others. And if you've ever dealt with something like this, you know it's a super frustrating and complex problem to diagnose, especially if you're not an expert. So when he got stuck, what did he do? He just fed the errors and the symptoms right into Claude. The AI analyzed the situation and boom, pinpointed the culprit. A caching plugin had carried over old server data, and it was causing conflicts. But the really amazing part is, the AI didn't just identify the problem, it gave him the exact commands to fix it. It was like having a live debugger right there with it. So, with that final bug squashed, the entire project, which by the way took him less than 15 hours total, was a huge success. So let's take a look at the final results. This is how much he's saving now, every single year, by ditching that expensive Plesk license and optimizing his server. He cut his annual bill by over $1,200, and he's going to keep saving that year after year. And this was his biggest takeaway from the whole experience. Look, he's not a professional server admin, but with an AI assistant, he confidently and successfully pulled off an expert-level task for just a tiny fraction of the cost and time. And that's really the heart of the story, isn't it? It points to this future where maybe the most valuable skill isn't having all the technical answers yourself, but knowing how to ask the right questions and how to learn with an AI partner. And that kind of leaves us all with one final thought. If an AI can replace a $4,000 server admin, what other expensive hurdles, what other expert tasks could it help you overcome next?